This morning, Tortoise Acquisition Corp held their vote for the merger with Hyliion, and I'm extremely excited to say that we received a positive vote in favor of the business combination.
What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about Workhorse, Hyliion, Lordstown Motor, and I'm also going to be covering another company that is related to electric vehicles that is going to be doing a merger vote tomorrow. It's going to be ticker symbol GRAF. We're going to go in detail what the company is all about, what is the merging company they're taking public. We're going to go in detail some of the technologies they're working on, and if it's a good opportunity to get involved in that company. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap and what are the important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for tomorrow that can significantly affect the stock market. So make sure you stay to the end of the video. I'm going to cover all this important information coming up. All right, before we get into the video, I really appreciate it if you guys can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. As you can see over here today, we had a very phenomenal day on the overall stock market. It was not only in the EV stock sector that we saw a lot of move going to the upside. We also had the overall stock market just having a fantastic day. The overall sectors have been positive, lifting the stock market to the upside. So the main catalyst that helped this move to continue from Friday was that there's a potential stimulus package that can be passed pretty soon within the next few days, in the next few weeks coming up. So we would definitely have to pay attention for that, and that's why the stock market is really liking another stimulus that is going to help the economy a lot. So when they approve the stimulus package, there's going to be more money available. When money gets flooded into the markets and people start buying, and some of these companies that we talk about, their revenue is going to grow at the same time too. That's why when you see the stimulus package being passed, it also helps the overall stock market. So that is fantastic to see. So we're going to definitely pay attention to what's going to happen pretty soon. But now let's look at the full video released by the CEO of Hyliion, which is Thomas Healy. Let's check out the video.
This morning, Tortoise Acquisition Corp held their vote for the merger with Hyliion, and I'm extremely excited to say that we received a positive vote in favor of the business combination. Now this puts us on track to being able to close the transaction on Thursday and begin trading on Friday. Now ancillary vote number 3 around director reclassification has not yet hit a majority approval. So Tortoise is going to leave voting open on just this one proposal until Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So my ask of all of you is, if you haven't yet voted and you're a Shll shareholder, please go cast your vote. I'm extremely thrilled and looking forward to being able to start trading as HYLN later this week.
We've been urging people to vote so this merger can potentially happen, and it's great to see that is going to be happening pretty soon in the next few days, and the ticker symbol is also going to be changing just like what the CEO said, and that is fantastic to see. We talked about it on Saturday's video, what can possibly happen for the price action, if there's going to be more positive news coming out, if Hyliion CEO starts tweeting about some of the partnership that they're doing and etc. That stock can definitely rally significantly to the upside. We covered some of the price targets that could possibly be hit. Of course, I said that the minimum price that it can potentially make a new 52-week high, which is around $58, above $59. It's probably going to be $60. So that is the first price target that we're looking at as minimum. If it can go up, a lot of people are saying that it could potentially go to $80, $90, $100. So that is people's expectations and opinions differ. So if it's for me personally, I'm expecting the stock at minimum to go to above the 52-week high that it made. Also, we have another important news that came out for Workhorse and Lordstown Motor. So as we mentioned on yesterday's video, we also did a price prediction, and one of the catalysts that can significantly help Workhorse is when the Lordstown Motor merger completes, and also if Lordstown gets more exposure like what just happened right now. So since Workhorse holds a stake in Lordstown Motor Company, that's why we saw a correlation between both of the stock prices rising at the same time. If you can look at the stock chart, both of these stocks move significantly at the same time because of this huge news. So as you can see over here, President Trump views Lordstown EV pickup endorsed at the White House. So this is the major catalyst that helped the stock to spike up significantly. So Workhorse owns 10% equity stake in Lordstown Motor, which is targeting a 2021 launch of its electric pickup truck, and Diamond Peak Holdings also jumped 12% on the news, so it's definitely higher than Workhorse, as this pack has previously announced that it will merge with Lordstown Motors, bringing the company public once again after Workhorse spun it off in 2019. So that is a great thing to see. When these companies get more exposure, you'll be able to see both Workhorse and Lordstown Motor move simultaneously together, since Workhorse owns a stake in Lordstown Motor. So that is fantastic for people that are holding it. We're edging closer to the price target that we talked about. Of course, Workhorse has a 52-week high of around above $30. We're expecting, if they get the USPS contract in the future, the stock price can also significantly go higher. And also when the merger finalized between Diamond Peak Holdings and Lordstown Motor, the stock price also can go higher, not only for Lordstown Motor stock, but also for Workhorse. That is going to be one of the other catalysts that we need to pay attention to for Workhorse. So that is fantastic for everybody that's holding the shares right now. So now the other company that we're going to be talking about is going to be ticker symbol GRAF. Now tomorrow they're going to be doing a vote to merger with Velodyne, and that company is also related to electric vehicle companies. We're going to be looking at a quick video to look at exactly what this company is all about, what is their technology, just to give you guys an introduction about what their technology is all about. Let's check out the video.
This is Lidar 101, created by Velodyne to better educate the public about Lidar technology and how it can advance roadway safety, prevent car crashes, and save lives. The first thing you should know about Lidar is that the sensors utilize the same eye-safe laser used in everyday life at grocery stores, for light shows, and for home security systems in keeping us safe. This sort of technology has been in use for years. In order to break down how the sensor works, we will highlight a single photon, or particle of light. As you can see here, the single light photon is emitted from the sensor, hits an object like a tree, and bounces back to the LiDAR sensor, at which point the data from the light photon's travels is recorded. It is measuring distance and time. The amazing thing about this is that it works for non-stationary objects in real time, such as pedestrians, bicyclists, and other cars. Because LiDAR is its own light source, it can even see at night. This is an advantage over cameras, which have trouble in darkness. A good LiDAR has from 8 to 128 laser beams to measure the environment. The laser beams in the LiDAR emit billions of light photons per second at 360 degrees in order to completely see the surrounding world. It is pretty amazing that billions of data points and calculations are happening in real time. This allows the car to see and keep drivers, occupants, and all other road users safe. It is kind of like spraying paint all over the surrounding environment in order to highlight objects, make them recognizable, and show movement. Conversely, here you have a two-dimensional picture of the street via camera sensor. Cameras are basically a flat representation of the environment. Where a 2D vision system falls short, LiDAR is able to show a real-time 3D view of its surrounding environment. After all, our world is three-dimensional, not flat. Other issues that affect cameras' ability to see include optical illusions and lack of measurement. Also, cameras require more computer power and run hotter than a LiDAR sensor. None of these affect LiDAR. With rotating LiDAR, vehicles have a 360-degree, three-dimensional view of the world in real time that goes far beyond the scope of the camera and even beyond the human eye. Here is another example of how the LiDAR sensor can see in comparison to a suite of sensors, including camera and radar. The car on the left, equipped with a suite of sensors, still has blind spots. With the LiDAR on the right, issues such as blind spots or wide-angle hazards are non-existent. It can see 360 degrees at a range of up to 300 meters. LiDAR is able to accurately identify objects at up to 300 meters distance. Even high-resolution radar cannot render objects accurately, and as you can see, objects look like blobs with radar. We know that LiDAR is essential technology in all levels of automation, particularly in vehicles traveling over 15 miles per hour. It is critical that the vehicle is able to recognize a paper bag blowing across the roadway versus a small child in order to make accurate split-second decisions. For advanced safety and autonomy, we feel that Lidar is an essential technology. There are safety systems now in cars that address fender benders, and it is a 360-degree Lidar technology that can significantly prevent casualties.
As you saw from the video, they have a very good technology specifically for automation when it comes to electric vehicle companies. And as you can see, Velodyne becomes the latest tech company to go public using a SPAC. So that is fantastic. This article came out on July 2nd. And right now they're going to be proceeding with the merger pretty soon. Tomorrow they're going to be voting it. Hopefully they get approved and the stock price could potentially go significantly higher. Now let's look at the chart to see what could potentially happen. So as you can see today, it's up 19.59% to the upside. So that is great to see. So tomorrow they're going to be voting. So if everything goes as planned, the ticker symbol is going to be changing. At the same time, the ticker symbol is going to be changing to VLDR. And after that, we can potentially see a spike. Usually when these mergers get successful, they can potentially have at least a 1 or 2 day rally to the upside. They can potentially sell off. People might take out block on their profits and things like that. But if you're somebody that wants to get in the short term, you want to quickly trade it in and out, this is going to be a great volatile stock that can potentially provide you with a great opportunity. So the stock could potentially go, to make new 50-week highs. You never know, because the stock has been rallying to the upside, and the stock market has been selling off, and we had some bad negative publicity that came out with other SPACs like Nikola that affected it, and SEC and things like that. So now it recovered and they're proceeding with the merger. We'll see exactly what could potentially happen. So we can potentially see a spike of the stock happening within the next few days once the ticker symbol changes. So definitely pay attention to this company. Now let's talk about what are the important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for tomorrow that can potentially affect this stock market either to the upside or to the downside. So for Tuesday, September 29, 8:30 a.m. we got the advanced trade in good for August. The previous was negative 79.3 billion and the forecast is 78.9 billion. Also at 9 a.m. we got the National Home Price Index year-over-year change. That's going to be for the period of July. And also at 10 a.m. we got the Consumer Confidence Index. That's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 84.8 and the median forecast is 89.6. So definitely pay attention to for this specific economic reports. All of the times that I mentioned are in Eastern Standard Time. So definitely pay attention to these economic reports. That's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you want to sign up for Webull, there's a link available. You can get 2 free stocks. If you want to support the channel or join the Discord, a link available in the description box below. But I catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Make sure you have a solid plan before you get involved in any of these companies that I talk about. And also be super careful if you want to be trading aggressively, especially when these merger happens. The stock prices can definitely be up and down a lot. So be super careful. But I catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.